Hi, everyone. Happy evening. And hi, Nikki. I'm back. Yes, I am going to show you what I think is just going to be an easier way, but it's fun. And I'm going to pipe the snow onto our house. Hi, Monica. And now I was going to go live after, and we were going to wrap Mrs. Claus. But you know what, guys? I'm not. I'm going to bed. I had decided I'm tired and but I want to do the snow because I want this to dry overnight. But we got our album done today, and I did not work on it anymore because we had to take the dogs to the vet so they could all get their shots. So while I'm live, if you have any questions about the last three tutorials, and I just have my little pieces and parts to put in that you guys saw, please holler. But I do show in the last video the things I fussy cut and add. So I'm going to set the base aside because that's what caused the problem on my barn. You don't want to do anything here. And then I'm hoping Sheila pops on because I am so curious. Sheila had said her snow yellowed, and you guys saw me use the Aleene's, and it didn't yellow at all. I did pour out. Remember, I went back and I said I'm going to do the roof, and I have this snow left over from my Vicky Booten project. But let me tell you, that snow is going to be, especially at Hobby Lobby, they've got bags of it, and it's 50% off. You're going to want to grab this and have it for our projects. I don't sell a powdery snow like this where it's papery, so grab that from Hobby Lobby. The only thing I did notice is it does pick up if there's any ink color, but it did not underneath there. It did not yellow at all. So, oh, thank you, Nikki. It sure was fun to create that. And then the Mrs. Claus is a folio. I am live in the morning with our December daily, so I'm going to just do that, play with that for a little bit. That's just kind of our chit chat and nothing serious. And then I will wrap the chipboard for Mrs. Claus tomorrow. So I mentioned that I did pick up a cookie decorating kit at Michael's. It just has 4 tips and it shows you what they do. And then I was looking at my gingerbread house upstairs that I always decorate with, and I loved the piping. And so I'm like, I'm going to go get a piping kit. You'd think I have one, and I probably do somewhere. Okay, the one that I'm using from this, it's a kind of a slit, and I used it on the barn. And somebody's hair, like my granddaughter's, is in there. But you have all these other tips you could play with. So if you want just a plain line, you've got a big one, a medium one, a small and a medium, and then you've got like your rosette, but I like this one. This just looks like a gingerbread house. Now, it does take away some of the mess, but there is still mess. Okay, there's nothing we can do about it. So I am going to wear gloves also. And the thing with the cookie decorating bags, I noticed maybe they're not. I was thinking they're smaller, but they're not. But you get quite a few of them. You get 8 of the disposal bags. You could use a baggie. I don't think they're as strong as these for sure. And then I'm going to use the Aleene's glitter snow. And as you know, playing with it, it's not like a heavy duty glitter. So if you're wanting more glitter, you will want to sprinkle your glitter on top because it's not a heavy duty glitter. It's a glistening. They should call it glistening snow, not glitter snow, to be honest with you. I did not realize that. Now I'm just going to cut a little bit of the tip away, of course. We need to put our tip inside. And this is such a nice consistency. I think it's just one of the nicer consistencies. It is like a whipped cream frosting. And that's really what gave me the idea because it was so smooth and easy to work with. And then we're just going to get the tip in there. But if it won't go. There we go. Just cut a little bit more off so it will go in there, but nice and tight. And I'm just going to leave it rolled over. Now you can put this in a cup, and also if you put it in a little cup with the bag over the edge, then it's easier to fill. Oh yes, I've already done 1, 2. This is a newer one. This is the one I lost. Let me show you. So this one has done 1, 2. Okay, this one has done the barn and that complete disaster. And it did Mrs. Claus and the other gingerbread house. And I see I still have some left in the bottom. So yes, 1 jar can do 3 houses or more, depending on how crazy you want to go. Gloves. And if you can get a hold of some gloves, you can get a hold of them anywhere now. Because hairdressers, Costco, I keep them in the house because I use them when I make meatloaf and stuff. But I'm not getting my fingernails in there. And when I do potlucks and stuff with church, I'm not going to touch food I'm serving other people. I'm just weird that way. Okay. Now, to keep it clean, it's not going to stay clean. So use some kind of a spatula, a stick. I really like this. This is a Dress My Craft. I was looking at it, and it worked really well because it's beveled on the end. And you know what? Stirring this up is not really going to do anything to get more glitter to the top because there's no glitter at the bottom. There just isn't. It's a glistening. Like I said, it should be called glistening snow, not glitter snow. All right. Oh, you always need more than one. All right. And it's good to have some paper towels, which you can reuse. Or so, you know, so a cloth that you don't care. Now, see, there was a lot of glitter on there. You can see it, but it's just a glistening. Oh, let me leave the lid off. So for those of you that have ever done this for decorating a cake, you kind of, you know how it works. You want to get the air out. And it's just like icing. And then just until it comes out. And then you're going to decide where do you want this. Now I was really looking at my gingerbread house upstairs. And then, because that's just paper. And it doesn't matter if I get it on the star, but I'm just going to bend those up. Then just get started. But you're going to see how much easier this is. And you can go like you would on a gingerbread house. And then you can use your tip to kind of smear it around. And you can go a little more decorative if you want. If you want snow down here. Now, if you've decorated cakes, you can get really fancy with this. And it will come out thicker. So that's one thing to, you know, take into consideration. I'm not pushing any out right now. I'm just spreading it around. But it sure is easier than using what I was using. Now, if you want to get really decorative, get yourself a bunch of different tips because you're going to be like, I want to play with this. The only other really decorative one would be this guy. Now, if you want to use one that's a little more decorative, we have to use a new bag. But we're going to. But see how much easier that snow just went on. And there's none of the, oh my gosh, I got it all over my hands and all over my board and all over everything. Amazon has these. Now, I know that because we are memory keepers, I also have, I get things from them. They have a whole cake decorating and cookie decorating section. And so I really should bring some of these in. Oh, yeah, see, I'm starting to see the sparkles. I don't know if you guys can. So this is a different tip. This is that flower one, so I won't use as much. But let's see what it's going to do. See, there's air in there, so you want to make sure you get that air out. Okay. Let's see what this tip will do. See, it's more like a gingerbread house. Now, when I did it on the barn, it did take longer to dry. But see, it gives you more like, so cute. More like a gingerbread house. So it is a little bit thicker. Let me get it way down there. And then we'll get both sides. But it comes out so nice, just like frosting. And it's going to be so cute because that's what a gingerbread house has on it. Don't you just love that, guys? So, I think I like the tip that you make the flowers with. I'm just going to put all of that snow in here. I'm going to use it instead. And then you just take your bag upstairs. It took the barn last night. No, because I did it the night before. It took it the whole night plus the day because it's thicker. So give your house 2 days, okay? Now, if you wanted, you could scrape this off, and we could do it this way. Let me show you. While it's still wet, don't be afraid to do that, okay? Because Aileen's is not like I have the other one I bought at Michael's when I was waiting. Not Michael's. I went over to Hobby Lobby, and it's the deco, and it's no, it's not like this. Okay, so I'm going to go over it with the cute. I'm going to leave that there because of the star. Just know, piping this, you will use a little bit more, but you can make 2 to 3 houses with your one thing of snow, unless you go super crazy. Let's see if I can get this. Okay. And my tip slipped. I'm going to get, there we go. Get that tip all the way back down there. And then keep pressure so it doesn't slip. There we go. I want more of the decorative like that for my, and I'm probably you can probably go thinner. I am going thicker, but you guys, it's so cute. So that will give us a little different look, like it's just kind of, now. I want some on the top of the doors. But so much more control. I love it. Just so much easier to handle. So let's just get some snow up here. Maybe some here in the wind. Oh my gosh. You guys, this is just so easier. Then we got a little bit of snow drifts here. Snow drifts here. So we got some snow drifts in the window. And I'm not smearing it all over the place. Okay. Just got to keep pushing it down. And again, if you look at it and you're like, oh, I don't like that, just wipe it off. And if you don't want as much, just don't squeeze your bag very much. Now, do you want some snow at the bottom? There we go. Because we have to put this back down. Oh, did you? Well, that's awesome. Now, remember, I got snow here, so we got to be careful. Now, I want some here right on the, and this is the other thing. Look at this. When you're piping, you can get it right on the edge. I like the scallop tip a lot. Well, I took the puppies to the vet. They did really good. Ooh, I like that. So to me, this is looking more like the outline of the gingerbread house. See, and I've got it hanging over the edge. Okay. Ooh, and I just wiped it with my hand. And don't worry, because you saw how I wiped it off. But it, like, remember, it's thicker. It's not going to dry just overnight. Now, if you can go to a Hobby Lobby and get the little mini gum drops, now you could pop those in there so easy because we're not smearing it on with our spatula. And again, that is just the, if you go and get some or you're looking on Amazon, it's the rose tip. It'll look like it's making flowers. These are the two that's like your candy stripe. Those are just plain stripes. Okay. It's so easy. And then you can, look, do you want it on the edges here? Or you can let it dry and decide if you want to go on the edges and up and around. Totally up to you, but I do want some here on the door. Try to keep that. Now that's pretty thick, to be honest with you. Just clean that off. Just too thick. Okay. Let's do this again, not so thick. There we go. Just don't squeeze the bag. Yeah, that one's too thick also. See the difference where we use our fingers or spatulas? No light. So we will, this is the only way I'm going to add snow from now on. So much more control. And if you want, you know how it falls off of the eaves? It just makes a splat. So just use your imagination, decide where you want it. and then add it here because it came down the side, and some on my glove here. Okay, I'm not going to put any on the back. But that just saved a lot of time by piping our gingerbread house. And let me see, did I have any others to do on Mrs. Claus while I have it out? I don't. No, I don't think so. I did put that there. See, I could have just piped that. Whoops. Let me move him. We could have just piped that along the top here, and it would have just been so scallopy and clean. So there's, let me show you the difference. So there's the original one where I'm smearing it and we're having trouble. Oh, we need some snow on top. And here it is done where we piped it. So I'm gonna fix that up a little bit. Since I have this out, let me get all of that out of there. Oh wait, which one is this? Oh, that's the wrong one. And then my tools, they'll just clean up in water. I never was happy with this. That's where I was trying different product. There. Looks more like frosting. It looks better. Isn't it pretty? What a difference. Really? Do you use more? I don't think so, because we're not wasting as much by smearing it everywhere. And then I have some here on the back, and I was not, again, happy with that. It was two different products. So I'm just going to go right over the top. And I think that looks a lot better, a lot quicker. I know, should be a lot cleaner. And then I will just cut my bag after I probably should have left my gloves on. Let's just get it all back in the jar. Then I'll just cut my tips away, and I'll take them upstairs, and they cleaned up really easy in the sink. And I'm telling you, this is like 3/4 of the time that it took me to sit here with the spatula and scoop it up and put it on everything. That snow away. And all it is a cookie decorating kit. Here in the States, you can get these at Michael's, or you can just jump on Amazon. Just get a small one. Now, if you want to get adventurous and play with a bunch of the tips, you can get more tips. This one just comes with 4. And I'm going to see about bringing some in just because they're handy for some mixed media stuff. So I'm going to put this one over here to dry. This one I will take upstairs where it's warmer. And it can dry overnight. And again, I wish you could see it up closer. Can you see the shimmers now are starting to come through? Like I said, it's not really glitter, it's a glimmery. And you'll start seeing it as it dries. It's just like a glimmer snow, but you could now sprinkle. That's what I did with the snow on Mrs. Claus. You could sprinkle it right on top if you want more glitter. But this, if you look at gingerbread houses, it looks more like we did the frosting. But everything's got to dry. I didn't do these windows because they're protected with our awning. Some snow down here at the bottom of our trees and down here. Okay, and then on the back, I didn't put any snow this time on the back. And this one will go upstairs to dry. Okay, I really didn't think that it was going to be this quick, but it is. And like I mentioned earlier, I was going to do the Mrs. Claus. I was going to wrap the chipboard, but I'm going to bed early tonight, and we will do that tomorrow. I'm going to do in the morning our December dailies, so have your December dailies ready. If you've got some pictures printed, I'll go through and show you mine and what I'm going to put in for the week, and then grab your list off of Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations that Jacqueline has created for us. And we'll wrap the cover after that tomorrow. So thanks, you guys, again for joining me. And that is how we pipe the snow onto our little houses. And I'll see you tomorrow morning, I hope, some of you. Have a great night and a good day tomorrow. And enjoy your bread, Diane, because I can just smell it. I'll bet it smells wonderful. Oh, you're welcome, Monica. Bye-bye.